In Dungeons and Dragons, what you do is to create a fantasized universe of the mind in which expediency to achieve your goal is more important than any kind of moral frame of reference to your actions.
So we have a wizard now teaching the children of his magical studies.
That's kind of far out.
Mazes and monsters is a far-out game. Swords, poison, spells, battles, maiming, killing.
Hey, it's all imagination.
Is it?
This is the Heroes Era.
Welcome to the Heroes Era. I'm your Dungeon Master Ben, and we're playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons. This is session 18 of our fourth campaign together, and joining me, I have Bodhi as Durian.
Hi, I'm Durian, the tough lost orc, just trying to get out of this hellhole.
Chris as Jakra.
That's not who I was ready to play. You threw me off.
Oh my gosh.
He's cured!
Wow.
That was cruel
Ben
of
just
me.
called me by his ex's name. That's what just happened. Okay.
Ouch.
Okay. Yes, that's me. I'm Edward. It's just a simple adventurer with carrying his rapier, and nothing more to see than that.
I guess I should change
Who
my
is
notes
there?
here. Joel as Peter.
Halfling, sorcerer, and your friend in the dark.
And Jason as Desperado.
Hey. I'm Desperado, the nimble elven paladin.
And tonight we are telling a story, but we do not yet know how it will go. The players, the dungeon master, the dice, all of these will have a hand in how the game unfolds. This is the Heroes Era.
Chris, you look so sad when you got cut off earlier.
I'm sorry, sometimes I just start rolling and I don't say anything.
Listen, man. First he kills my characters, then my jokes. It's all
Then he
right.
cuts you off and starts an interesting movie tidbit.
Thanks everybody for hanging out and joining our game, and we have session recaps available for you, compliments of Bodhi.
Hi.
So if you want to catch up on what's going on in the story without watching the entire campaign, then that's a good way to do it. And
We'll
of
put
course,
Bodhi's cell phone in the description. So
Yeah,
if you have questions, you just send him a text.
I don't-
Hour.
I don't
Anytime.
answer any phone calls. A text is probably the best way to go about it. You know, don't send it like a weird link for me to click because I'm just gonna not look at it.
No.
But are you one of those that, like, if we're not in your contact list, you screen? Because I don't answer my phone if I don't recognize the person calling either.
Oh no! If there's no name on it, I don't answer at all.
There.
I do look at voicemails though.
Okay. There you
and
go.
our
all you
content
can
does include descriptions of graphic violence and moderate language, so please be advised of that. Last game, you guys were exploring a cave within the Feywild behind a massive waterfall, and you realized that something strange was happening to the passage of time. As things were not adding up, you met a new ally, Edward.
Hello.
Poor man.
And Edward seems to, recollect having been here for several days. But when you all were comparing, what day you thought it was, it seemed that he had been there, in fact, for thousands of years, exploring this cave, trying to fulfill a promise of sorts, a bargain, a deal that was struck. And he also came to the stark realization that he may never be able to fulfill this task that was set for him.
Just can't trust the thing.
Oh. No, you cannot.
So when we left off, you all had basically slayed a red cap gnome and some evil pixies that were trying to kill you. And we'll just pick up right after that encounter. You guys had been debating whether or not you wanted to sleep or rest, fearing what may come of time were you to do so. And so I will, read the flavor text here, so to speak, as far as where we left off. And the sounds of a crashing waterfall dominate this area. Fine mist fills the air, making everything cool and damp. From the waterfall comes a large lake and stream which flows away from the area. Part of it flows to the east and around a bend, while another part disappears through the cavern wall and out of view. A large purple tree dominates the center of the room, brightly lighting everything in its gorgeous hue. To the south of that tree are a pair of doors, one purple, one blue. And when I say a pair, it's two doors that make up one passageway.
Or like double doors.
Yes.
Double door. Yeah.
Nice. I think we just finished the battle, right? And I knew I dropped. My sheet says I have 11 hit points. I think I only have 1. Would that sound right?
You took a potion.
I remember healing.
Yes.
Pardon?
We had 3.
Potion.
Yeah, we had
So
2 normal ones and our big
I've-
one. I drank the big one. You had a little one, and we saved 1 for spare. But I think I have
That
on
math
my
save.
person.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah.
I remember I rolled a 20 to bring you back up, and then you got 10 from the potion.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, cool. My lay on hands, I still have 5 in my bucket for lay on hands. I usually keep a couple in case I need to bring someone back. So I might just leave that as is unless we decide we're gonna rest. I mean, I could use a rest. It's been quite a day, you know.
I
know my friend Durian is kind of exhausted, spent.
Oh, you could say that, yes.
It would seem like we're at something of a dead end in terms, like, you know, that weird loop we had behind us, you know, and now there's this door. It might not be the worst place. I mean, what is a worse place to rest when you're where we are? But you know, I feel like we're in a bad spot to run into the unknown. In my opinion, might be smart for us. Perhaps there's something in this layer that we could find some protection with.
We have
Perhaps-
this. Oh, sorry, Edward. Please
No,
speak your piece.
I was just going to say that perhaps we either we get out a little bit later than you wanted to, or we don't get out at all. Have to weigh pros and cons there, as it were.
My only concern is that there's the dinner party thing that's going on that you were invited to, and that the person we're looking here for, or looking for, might be attending said party that's happening.
Do we have enough time to take a short rest and still?
I mean, we know that time works weird in this
make
place.
it
Perhaps
to that.
A short rest, I would imagine so.
I'll tell you right now, I would get nothing from such a rest.
Yeah.
I need to sleep.
Yeah, myself is the same. I'm not going to gain much from a short rest either.
It's gonna be like an all or nothing sort of deal.
I mean, a short rest would be helpful for me, but I'm not going to force us upon it if it won't be beneficial for the team, as it were.
Edward, is this party happening like today? Is there a set date? Is it like a time that you should arrive, or do you have to like tell them that you're coming?
Edward, you recall that such a party seems to happen every evening.
I mean, as I recall, such a party happens every evening.
It's every evening. It's like all the time.
Well, I mean, quite regularly. The Fae love their parties, and they love their procedures, as it were. So yes.
Was there a name that they gave the celebration?
It depends on what's going on at that particular point in time in the day or the season or whatnot. There's usually some manner of theme or sort of focal point of it, as it were, but it's not always as clear and coherent.
So it's just like they're looking for a reason to party. seems like. Just like, oh, we found an acorn. It's the festival of
Let's
the
throw
acorn.
a party. Yes, exactly. Yes. Ben, is that about the vibe of it?
That sounds accurate.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Precisely. It's just basically whatever the reason is. You know, they schedule the party and then they come up with the premise later.
How hurt does Durian look?
I look better after drinking that potion, but it's just that I know that my friend here, and I look towards Desperado, is about where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm running on empty. You know, I would prefer not to be exhausted.
It seems to me that there will be consequences for us delaying our stay here, but it also seems like there may be consequences if we don't. We've already lost a member.
Yeah,
I think your wisdom is right on track there, my friend Peter. You know, it's.
And I will go as far as to say that we lost a member because of my foolish decisions. I will not make the same.
You can't beat yourself up, my friend. You can't beat yourself up for that.
I will not make the same mistake
He's not lost.
twice.
Dekra's not lost. We know where he is. We can get him.
I will not make the same mistake twice, at least as long as I've yet to correct that.
Well, think about it this way. Nothing's really happening out there, and I point towards where we came from. Like, it's really slow over there, so nothing's gonna happen to Jakra while we're gone. Like, it's incredibly unlikely.
I feel safe there.
So be it. We'll deal with the consequences.
Albeit we could get a fire going. I could make us a meal. I don't have much in the way of meats, but I do have some veg and things. I could make us a vegetable stew, and you know, maybe we could sit and chat a bit.
There's those pixies that we killed. We could eat those.
I've never had to prepare a pixie before.
Roast pixie is very gamey. It's not.
Okay.
It's not great. It's a little stringy and there's not a lot of meat on them.
I got this frog leg that's been rotting in my backpack. I've tried to preserve it with like salt and stuff like that, but I'm not
Desperado, will you make a survival check for me, please?
Oh yeah, sure.
Can I help him look for like food? Because this is something I've had to do for myself.
Sure.
Is this something I could use guidance for, Ben, or is this more like on like a off the cuff, like intuitive sort of thing?
This would be something intuitive. I don't know the guidance would apply, but you can have advantage from Durian as well, as the two of you are contemplating, you know, what might be good to eat here.
Oh, sure.
Like, I ain't got no idea. Oh!
Did it roll?
Yeah, it did.
You recognize that, you know, many of the plants in here are edible, although some of them may have, you know, strange magical effects upon you.
Interesting.
Oh, you see these mushrooms? And I point towards some mushrooms. I've seen something like that before, and like I ate them because I was starving at the time, but I got really messed up when I did. So, you know, we can eat it, but we might feel a little funny.
Well, so Edward's been here for a few days, as he's established. And you know, he must have been eating something while he's been here. Does he have any little inside information onto what has been safe to eat for him and what has caused him insurmountable gastric distress?
The purple cap mushrooms have been good in a stew. The blue caps will poison you.
Okay. Yeah, let's prefer. I mean, I think I've got like some carrots and maybe half of a cabbage, and I could whip something up with this, and I've got my spices. You know, I could spice it up nice. Let's do that.
We could have one of my durians.
As they're doing that, I'll start setting up a fire.
Perfect.
Now remember, when you're looking for mushrooms, if it's blue, it's not for you. Okay?
You.
Okay.
Stay with the purple, and it won't be hurtful.
Yeah.
I feel like he made that up.
I'm just gonna note blue bad, purple good, but I really Ben Wee on your riddle.
Purple, hurtful, blue for you. Is that right?
I think that was right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
no. If it's no, just pick the blue ones. The
Pick the
purple
blue
ones.
ones.
Just pick the purple ones. Just pick the purple ones.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Blue bad, purple good, guys.
Instructions unclear. I picked yellow mushrooms.
What are these things?
I'll
I don't
proceed to do
know.
that, Ben. I'll use my my handy spice pouch and put in some nice spices. I think that'll go well with this sort of veggie
Start
veggie stew.
start doing like a stir fry on the side. Some
Fry some mushrooms up and put it in. Yeah, there we go.
I think I try to help cook, but I am like a survivalist cook. Like, I put meat over fire, let it sit there for a while, then eat it. I don't do any of this fancy like utensils and like fire pit roast sort of deal. I don't know what's going on here.
Durian. There's this thing called salt.
I'm just sitting there like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Edward is standing. Yeah. Edward is standing behind everybody as they're doing their things, and he's like recommending stuff as they're doing it to appear as if he's helping, but he's really just sort of being in the way. And he's like, "Oh, yes, put that in there. This is good. It's delicious flavor. Did you? Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, that's chop them just like just like that. That's good. Oh, you're doing great. You're all doing wonderful. This is going to be a delicious thing that we've all equally made together."
I'm like sauteing them, making like a sauce out of some of them. You know what I mean?
I'll be a taste tester in case it's
like a nice
messed
little
up.
glaze, yeah.
And Durian, you can be my taste tester for sure.
In case it's poisoned somehow.
I'll step away for just one second. I'll be right back.
I don't think it's poison. I wouldn't do that to you. It's more if it's too spicy or not spicy enough or too salty, and I can balance those as well.
Where have you guys gone to have this meal?
Probably
Do you stay
in the camp.
this same chamber? You go back to the camp?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, maybe go back to it. I mean, it might be a
Edward
little
already
bit more
lives
familiar.
there.
I don't think we would use any of their utensils.
Again?
I don't think we would use any of their utensils because if I remember correctly, there was like elf parts just strung about, right?
Right. There is plenty of meat prepared, but it all seemed to come from elves and
humanoids.
Like. Yes.
I'm not above eating an elf. But I'll tell you that right now. If it comes down to it, I will eat an elf.
Desperado, I feel your pain, brother.
It's all good, my friend. We are from different walks of life. It's okay. It's okay. But maybe now we won't. Well, we're in each other's company. We won't do that. I would say.
I'm saying the bits that have already been made. I'm not gonna eat you. I'm just gonna say, I'm a big man and I need my protein. Okay, these muscles don't stay on here just because I just live and exist. It takes effort.
Maybe you and I should take watch together, then, my friend Durian.
Oh.
Well, nonetheless, you enjoy the food that is prepared, and I imagine you're not indulging in the elves and the other meat that was prepared by the pixies.
No.
Definitely eating pixie though. Like that's definitely on the menu. Like with sauteed.
I will take note. I mean,
sauteed
that's curious to me.
I'll see how he feels after eating a little pixie. I'll see how Peter does.
Sauteed with some mushrooms. It's got like a glaze on top.
I would add Durian had some frogs legs. I would add that because it's basically just chicken.
It's a big frog leg, and it's been in my backpack for a long time.
Yeah, I'm sure it's been well cured. We would have salted it. Yeah.
Okay, so after your meal, you all decided to take an extended rest. To sleep.
Yeah.
You've decided the order of watch of who's taking watch?
Oh, we did not.
I'm exhausted, so I think I should go to sleep first, at the very least.
I am still somewhat fresh, I think, in comparison to all of you. So I'll probably take the first watch.
All right. I only need about 4 hours, so I could stay up for a little bit with you, Peter, and then I can go down and Yeah.
Okay, so Peter's first watch, Edward's second watch, Desperado's third and fourth watch.
That sounds good.
Do I have that right? Did I just confuse what you guys were doing?
That
I'm
works.
Sorry,
I mean,
Desperado
yeah, it sounds
has
good.
first
That sounds
and
fun.
then fourth?
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
first and last.
Okay, very good.
Family.
Very good. As you begin to settle down in your sleeping rolls or whatever you are using to take comfort in, you notice that very quickly a surprising amount of pollen and dust begins to gather upon you.
Oh, that's right.
Covering you as though a long span of time is beginning to pass quite rapidly.
So it always gets like this in the evenings just before I fall asleep. It's so strange.
Ben's gonna roll a d4 and say, everyone ages 30 years.
So
Oh God, I'm playing a human. Don't do that.
you have decided to sleep then. If you would, Bodhi, will you roll me a D100, please?
Oh no, I'm gonna age. I'm gonna get 100. I'm gonna...
fun. Yeah, this is where things get fun.
All right.
This is the first time Ben's killed my character from old age.
Ben's like, I finally got him. A 58. Am I 100 now?
It feels as though the night passes. You feel no different except for all of the dust and pollen that is accumulated upon you. Again, the fire, has gone out and is long cold and covered.
Do any of us
pollen
have
and
very
dust as
long
well.
gray beards in the morning?
So, you all feel refreshed. Nothing happened over the course of the evening that was, remarkable.
Well,
That was a good choice.
I feel like the number 58 is forever an ill omen for me. I can't tell you why.
Swap my spells around a bit and pick up and prepare cure wounds. Just
well, we probably shouldn't dally, right? We must always spent enough time sleeping, whatnot. Keep moving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Has anyone been keeping track of the hours we've been in here? I don't know if any of us have been.
You return
How do we
to
know
the
it's
main,
evening?
The main thoroughfare, the chamber with the double doors leading south.
All right, so we got a big tree casting a bunch of light, 2 doors, purple and blue, and a river or a stream of water that goes around a bend one way and through a wall the other way.
Yes, and a waterfall to the north.
Well, there could be something behind the waterfall.
I don't think we should go chasing waterfalls.
Okay. Do we apply your mushroom logic to the doors?
When you look at the doors, you see that there is a message carved into the doors. It says, "Present your dinner to enter."
Or both of them? Or,
These are double doors, like a single passage.
see. I mean, we got elf meat over there.
I think we should present with my accent.
do we have any left of our the stew that we
Toy
made
Europe.
the night before?
There's a bit of stew left.
We could-
Well, then we should
let's
just
bring that.
present our dinner.
Let's bring
yes.
that with us.
I mean, we have a halfling right here, and I just turned to look at Peter.
Soon.
Yeah, I'll present we'll bring the remainder of our meal from the night before and present that, Ben.
Sorry, I have to check some semantics here.
And as they're doing that, can I check to see if there's like a mechanical lock on this door or if it's magically enchanted?
You can make an Arcana check if you wish.
Okay. Arcana. That's a 15 total.
The door does appear to be magically sealed in some way. When you present the stew to the door, do you then attempt to open the door?
Will, and I'll open the purple door. Or I'll attempt to, at least.
The door seems to be locked. The stew doesn't seem to have done the trick.
Okay. So there was 3 pixies in a red cap that were making food, and the red cap guy said he was gonna go on a hunt, and he had some elf meat and other assortments. This is a dinner party, I assume, right? And it's held at evening. So is it a bring your own food sort of deal? So I think we got to have more than just a little bit of leftovers from dinner. I think we got to make a new meal.
Do I know of these parties being potluck style?
You do know that guests are requested to bring something to eat.
Oh, boss, we forgot a dish. We might have to make some more stew.
Desperado, how adverse are you to cooking your kind?
I would have to say quite.
I mean, I could try my hand at cooking it if you don't want to. I'll just borrow your spice
Just out of
bag.
curiosity, Ben, are there any more blue mushrooms around this area?
Yes, there are many.
I start picking some of these up.
Okay.
Oh.
We'll be making more stew, right?
Please do wash your hands thoroughly after you do that.
Perhaps we could fry some of the purple ones, and I could spice them up nicely, and we could present that.
I mean, we could give it a try. There's no downside to making an attempt. The door didn't slap us.
This is true.
You take a short bit of time to prepare another stew, mostly comprised of mushrooms this time.
Yeah, but I'll use my handy spice pouch to flare it up.
Yeah, if we can if I can char the blue ones so that some of that color goes away, it's a little bit less distinguishable. Maybe chop them up.
You present your mushroom stew, and the door still won't budge.
I'm gonna.
Well, my friend Durian, I feel maybe your plan is the plan that we need to take. I'm happy for you to use some of my spices, but I cannot bring myself to help in this case.
I totally get it. I understand. I'm gonna look at these meats, Ben. What do I got? What's my selection? I know I got elf. What else do we got? Do we got halfling? You know, we got a little dwarf in there.
Oh God.
We just have like normal animals. We got pixie.
There was pixie in the original stew. You have identified elf meat here.
Anything that looks weird in the pile?
Weirder than somebody preparing elf meat?
Yes, this is the Feywild. It's gotta be something weirder than elf meat in this pile. Something that's just like really strange that would be in here.
What they were preparing seemed to have been basically butchering elves.
Boy. Gonna go start up a fire. I'm gonna put some gloves on because I don't want to touch this with my my hands. And I'm gonna start preparing we got mushrooms, we got Is it just meat? That's all we got? It's just meat? Not like beans or anything else? Potatoes?
Ah. I mean, we probably would have. I mean, we've been eating through some of my. I think that was the last of what I really had since we. I kind of stocked up when we left. Was it Riverside?
So Peter has gathered a large number of mushrooms, and then there are other edible plants in here as well. But Edward knows that several of them do have adverse effects when they are consumed. There's purple-flowered clumpfoot, blue-leafed harlequin.
I am dumping all of these into that stew.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, we're gonna have a good time tonight.
Nice.
I look at Despero and I say, I don't know. You have like your whole thing with your own private god, but if you could have them forgive me for this, and I'm just gonna go cook some elf meat, make a nice stew, goulash, make some like stuffed mushrooms, something like that. Garnish it with the weird herbs that we got. I'm gonna make like separate sections, and like garnish it with like different types of herbs from that are just apparently magic.
How is this concoction smelling, Ben?
Oh, quite delicious. Yes, if you like mushrooms and elf meat.
Who doesn't?
We're gonna put some Old Bay.
It
on
smells
some of
quite
it.
similar to the halfling stew that Lady Jude enjoys. But you prepare your stew and you present it to the blue and purple door, and you hear a loud click as the door unlocks and just kind of slightly moves, demonstrating it is unlocked and can be opened.
All right.
It seems like the elf meat was the trick.
I figured as much. I guess I'll just keep it in a big pot and cover it with some like cloth and like tie it off the top of the pot to make a nice lid, and I'm gonna hang it from my person with like a little rope harness. And I'll just walk along with it just binging against my leg. And
Okay.
I'll say, this feels really bad.
So you go through the blue and purple doors.
Yes.
Here in the heart of the cavern, a court of sorts has been set up. A central throne sits upon a... Oh my gosh, why don't I know how to say this word? Dais? D-A-I-S? Is that how you say that?
Dais.
Dais?
Yeah.
Dais.
I think I've only
Yes.
ever read this word. Okay, thank you guys. Made of brightly colored wood of the various trees growing throughout the cavern. A bright fire has been lit with that same wood, glowing brilliant hues of white, purple, and blue. A set of tables ring part way around the fire. They're littered with bottles and plates from a night of heavy partying. Two people are leaning on the tables. One, a green-skinned woman with features adorned with leaves. Another person with horns and hooved feet. Sitting atop the throne is a beautiful elven woman, her skin elegant and smooth, with long flowing hair and a dress made of fine silk. She calls out to you, "Oh, welcome! More guests! You are most welcome, yes." And she inhales deeply. "It seems that you've brought something fresh."
Yes. I have. And I'm gonna take the pot and put it down on a table.
Oh, magnificent. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4 more ingredients that I would like to add to the stew. And in fact, yes, why don't we do that now? You won't be leaving until you've been had for dinner.
I'm sorry. No, we are not being had for dinner. That's not going to work, fortunately.
you.
Oh,
As
but
my friend has stated that. Unfortunately, we are not on the menu.
It is so convenient, though, how you have appeared, and it's this trick of mine has become such a convenient way to procure food. Oh, yes, I relish in it.
Well, I mean, you'll have to relish upon something else, and it's unfortunate that it didn't work out this time. But hey, no great hunter has a 100% success rate. You know, it's all right, and we'll just be on our way.
Oh, I'm afraid not. She waves her hand and the doors behind you slam shut. I do think that you will stay for dinner. If I can, I'll show you to the kitchen, so to speak.
Are we being surrounded?
There are only a few people here, and the other two appear to be quite hungover, but they have stood, and the beautiful elven woman has also stood and gestures to a cavern off to the side. Yes, we'll simply get you prepared for dinner in here.
Ma'am, make no mistake that if you do not open that door and allow us to leave, that I will be forced to open it by any means necessary. Now we are leaving.
I'm afraid not. If you would, and she gestures to the dryad and the satyr, if you would, Edward, please make a wisdom saving throw as the dryad begins to gesture in a manner that is almost akin to a dance.
13.
Fantastic.
You become entranced with the dryad, and you regard her as a trusted friend to be heeded and protected. You're not under her control, but you know you will take the requests of the dryad and its actions in the most favorable way possible.
Now, gentlemen, maybe I misspoke because our dryad friend here makes a very good point, I think. In fact, perhaps we should go just see what's happening down in the cavern, I suppose, right? And I get up and start to head in that direction.
She didn't say anything at all.
I know, right? It was fantastic.
Do you know her? Like, she's
Nope.
your friend?
He's walking away.
The satyr and the dryad welcomes you graciously, Edward, bowing slightly, and she begins to kind of skip and dance away into the cavern with you following her.
He skips after her.
What?
Chuckling to himself a bit. This is fantastic.
The satyr...
I'm so glad I listened to you.
raises his panpipes to his lips, and
I plug my ears.
He begins to play.
We know this trick.
Yeah, we've encountered a satyr before.
Okay, and I'm sorry, what did you say, Durian?
I was gonna plug my ears.
Okay, if you guys will please roll initiative then.
Oh.
Ooh. I like where this is going.
Am I still in there? I left, right?
You're still with the group, but you're kind of off to the side, about to enter a cavern at the side of this dryad.
That's tough for me, Ben. Oh, wow. Yes, get all of your good rolls out now, Ben.
$21.
All right.
Which is a useless moment to have A good initiative roll.
Hold on.
Oh wow, you really rolled well.
Here we go.
Yeah, I rolled poorly.
Oh, Desperado with a 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Should have shifted during the fight or during the chat.
Just a moment. Edward, as you continue to follow the Dryad, it is your turn first.
I mean, I'm following the Dryad's lead at this point. So
Okay.
if they're still going, I'm still going. If they stop, then I will also stop.
Very good. And
I'm
so,
sure I'm doing whatever they're doing. Whatever else is going on. I'm sure the guys have it under control. I'm following my buddy.
the satyr does raise the pipes to its lips and begins to play before you're able to cover your ears. If you guys would please make wisdom saving throws, Desperado Peter and Durian.
Is this a charming effect that I might have my Fey ancestry would play into, Ben?
I'm sorry, in what sense?
You get advantage on effects, on charm effects.
Oh yes.
On where is it? Here, I'll bring it up. Sorry.
No problem. Yes, it would. That would apply.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's that elves don't like being charmed sort of thing.
That'll be a 13 for me.
I had an 8.
Okay.
20.
Oh wow.
Help us, Desperado. You're our only hope.
You think after the first time I would have, gained a little resistance to this, but no, I'm gonna go, conga line dance into another fire.
I mean, the first time it didn't go too well, so it does make sense.
The satyr's melody is smooth and calming, and it is gentle like a lullaby. Durian, you do fall asleep.
Oh.
Everybody else makes their saves.
Oh, I'm the one that failed.
The Dryad says to you, Edward, or my new friend, what is your name?
Oh, Edward. I'm so sorry I did not introduce myself. I apologize. Edward is my name.
That is quite all right. My name is Losha.
Losha. What a gorgeous name.
Thank you. And you are a gentleman. Won't you please grab your little friend and bring him along with us? The little one over there. And she points to Peter.
Ah, right. Okay. And
yes, they don't know what they're missing.
They are clearly. Yes. One moment. And Edward will go over to Peter. Peter, I've been asked to retrieve you so that we can go along for this wonderful little adventure. Now, you really must come with me, so I mean no disrespect by this, but I am going to sort of just and I just try to scoop him up.
Okay. Will you guys make exchange grapple checks, please? That could be acrobatics or athletics contested against each other.
Of course. Oh man, I don't think I can roll that high.
It's a 25.
That's a really good roll.
Jeez.
Just, you're a little guy.
Jeez.
You're a little guy. You got this.
not quite.
You
Not
don't got
quite.
this, no.
No.
You don't got it, no. You had almost the same score.
I was like, you try to like jump back from me, but I adjust my approach and just like catch you right in the hip and just throw you over my shoulder.
I have never been this disrespected
Nope,
in my
it's all
entire
right.
life.
You're going to thank me for this later. I promise you.
It's like bucking and kicking and just very upset.
It's all right. You can be mad at me if you want. You'll be glad later.
I'm going to move Edward to act after Losha. As it just makes a little bit more sense that way with how things are unfolding here.
Yeah.
Next is Durian, who is asleep, and then is Peter.
Sleeping away.
Okay. I have been grappled, which is not ideal, but you said there was a dryad.
Yes, this is the one that has ordered Edward to come and scoop you up.
Her name is Losha. She is beautiful and she's my absolute best friend. Don't embarrass me in front of her.
How far is she from me?
Oh, I'm sorry. 20 feet or so.
20 feet. Oh, just outside. What about the satyr?
Oh, the satyr's before you, about 10 feet ahead.
Okay.
Having just gotten up from the table and playing his panpipes.
He's still playing. Would I know, as Peter, would I know if a satyr would be considered a humanoid, or would it be more fey?
You know that the satyr is a fey creature.
Okay. Okay, this changes things.
It could be both, man. It's a humanoid fey, I think.
That's why I'm asking, because yeah, it's vague, right? But if this one is more fey than humanoid, then it does change things for me. I'm grappled as well, huh?
You are.
Now, would he be considered an enemy currently? Would Edward?
He's taking hostile action against you. I would say, sure, he could be considered an enemy. What are you trying to do, Peter?
It would be it would be an attack, right? But that's what I'm saying. If I'm within melee of an enemy, any range attack would have disadvantage, right?
Okay.
Not any. It's to the person that's within range of you, but you can shoot out towards other people.
If that's the case, I'm gonna take aim at the dryad, and I'm gonna singe some of her up a little bit, because I don't like what she's doing to my friend. I don't think he's acting like himself. So I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take 3 attacks against her.
Pew pew pew.
Pew pew pew.
Very good.
Pew,
24
pew,
will
pew.
hit.
No, you were correct. It was if they are within 5 feet of you, you do have disadvantage. I looked up the ruling. My bad.
No.
Okay,
So
count,
it would be
count
so
that
it'd be
as the
9
first
on.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
It'd be 9 on the first. That's why I asked. Changes everything. Dang it. Okay. I said I was gonna do this, and I'm just gonna do it then.
Yeah, sometimes you have to act on instinct anyways. In the thralls of battle, you don't have time to evaluate every circumstance so fully.
What's the disadvantage from Bodhi?
It's with making a ranged attack within 5 feet of any hostile creature.
Oh, right on, right.
They say it's basically like they're trying to like mess with you.
So 1 will
to
hit.
throw
Right.
off your aim.
The 11.
Yes, 11 will hit.
Okay.
This
It's
dryad is dressed merely in dinner wear, so.
I'll take it. So that's 4 damage.
in the very short research that I did, they specifically say that the crossbow expert feat lets you ignore that.
And so
that's right, yeah.
You singe the clothes that she has chosen for dinner, and she looks quite irritated. Edward, why would your friend do such a thing?
I don't know. It's very Peter.
Let me
That
go.
was very rude of you. You better have a mending spell. I asked you not to embarrass me in front of my new friends. Very disappointed indeed. I've got half a mind to put you down and not even take you back into the kitchen to see the cool thing we're going to see.
Yes, do that.
No, I'm not going to do that, but if you keep it up, I very well might.
And the elf stands at the table. Well, you have certainly ruined my feast, and I cannot let that stand. And she fires a firebolt at Durian.
Just asleep on the floor.
Would he have advantage from being prone? Or disadvantage?
She would have disadvantage because I am prone.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I forgot that you were asleep.
I
apologize. So she would cast her fireball at Desperado instead.
Oh, rude. I haven't done anything to her yet.
Yet, he says.
Desperado fakes sleeping.
He takes a hit and he collapses like he's dead.
Okay, sorry. I am okay. This is +5 to hit. 16.
16 will miss.
Okay, very good. Okay. After the elven woman is Desperado.
So just getting a sense, so these two, basically, they've put, one of them is, the satyr has put my friend Durian to sleep. The other one seems to have taken control of Edward in some fashion. And Edward has tried to pick up Peter and take him wherever they're going.
Right, you haven't known Edward all that long. He claims that this dryad is his very dear friend. And has scooped up Peter.
Let me go, you brute!
And the satyr is playing a flute, and then when that happened, that started. Durian fell asleep.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm tired.
No appreciation for the odds.
I kind of just like out from under my shirt. I pull out my. I have this. It's like a long red leaf encased in like a hardened sap. I clench onto it very, very, very like tightly. And I hold up like my other arm, which is just a stump, and I just say, my lady implores you all, leave us alone. We are, I strike fear into you as I'm using my, faithless. So it's basically like turn undead, but this one applies to fae and fiends. So they get to make a wisdom save against my spell save DC, which is 13. Anyone within 30 feet, so I obviously move up somewhat to make sure that I'm getting both plus.
The satyr has a 19, the dryad a 15.
Big lady?
+2.
Okay, so they're both gonna save. That's fine.
Okay, the elf does not save.
Cool. Then if those that don't save basically can only basically flee, and the only action they can take is the dash action.
And if their true form is concealed, it is revealed what they actually are.
I missed that part. That's a nice little add-on. And then I'll move just to step over my friend Durian and as his protector while he's in a slumber.
As you cast your divine magic to turn the faithless, the visage of this beautiful elven woman changes, her skin seeming to melt away and turns into a sickly green color covered in yellow pustules with a long twisted nose and just hulking, oddly shaped hairy muscles distorting the way that she wears her silken gown. And no doubt this is a green hag.
Thanks for pointing that out, Diana. That was
Hey, you gotta use what you got.
yeah.
Oh, a satyr, a dryad, and a hag walk into a bar.
An orc falls asleep. What did he order? Elf meat.
I don't know what I'm upset. I don't know what I'm upset about. I'm on the
You're
winning side
like,
here.
You're like, oh, hey, that's cool. Wait, is that cool with you, Dryad? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we're cool.
Listen, I don't particularly like it. I'm not a big fan of whatever that is. But if it's your friend, that I'm not going to judge. It's just, you know.
The satyr alters its tune and it becomes sort of jaunty, almost matching the whimsy of the Dryad's movements. And if you guys would please make wisdom saving throws.
Including me, or am I
Peter and Desperado.
still locked?
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Second.
Would my Fey ancestry play into this, Ben, as well, or this is just a regular?
Yes, it would.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
That is a 9.
Taking us out one round at a time.
13.
Desperado, you sense the magic in this tune and, try to avoid how catchy it is, avoid letting it catch on in your mind. However, Peter, you are charmed by the melody and so you are effectively charmed by the satyr for 1 minute.
Does the sleep break hold of me, or am I still taking a snooze?
You are still asleep, yes. You will be asleep for 1 minute unless whatever measures are taken to end that sleep.
I'll take a power nap.
Okay. The dryad begins to twirl her hands as though she is spinning something, and a large bow staff appears in her hands, a shillelagh, and she moves swiftly up to Desperado and tries to club you with this weapon that she has manifest. A 10.
Ooh, that will be a miss, yeah.
Okay. After Losha is Edward. Yes, take him in there. Put him in the cage, Edward.
Cage? Well, I mean, I trust your judgment on it. That seems a bit harsh, but he did catch you on fire, so I suppose I understand. Well, come along, Peter. I'm going to take you into the cage. Desperado, please, don't do that. She's so wants to help. Anyway, come on. And I'll just, I guess I'll use my whole turn just to carry Peter to the cage.
Yes, you enter another side chamber here, and you see that there are a number of small cages, and within them are various humanoids, elves, mostly elves and people, and yes, just elves and people, about 7 or 8 of them. There are a few empty cages as well.
Edward shouts over his shoulder, Losha, was there a particular cage you wanted him in, love?
Just put him in one of the open ones and lock him in there.
Well, none of them are open. They're cages.
I mean, with no people in it. Open the cage and put him in it.
With the elf?
No, make sure he's alone.
Oh, I get it now. I understand.
We don't want them meddling. And so, because your speed is reduced, it will basically be your full turn to
I figure I'll
bring
dash.
Peter to the cage.
Am I still struggling at the? Because you said I was charmed by the satyr.
Right.
Am I still struggling, or am I like almost kind of like in a trance, just kind of going along with everything?
You know, you're charmed by the satyr, but not necessarily by Edward.
You dirty mutt! I knew I shouldn't have trusted you.
You shouldn't have trusted me. You're the one that's being so harsh to these people who are just trying to be our kind guest. I'm trying to treat us as a guest. Excuse me.
Durian is still asleep. Desperado, you know from your experience with, fey magic, fairies, that a sleep spell, you can usually kind of shake or slap the person awake, if need be. I suspect all of you are aware of that. After Durian, who still sleeps 2 rounds now, is Peter.
I'm gonna try to get out of his grasp. I don't like where this is going.
Okay. For that, we'll have contested grapple checks. So again, acrobatics or athletics, as you wish. Wow.
24.
Edward with the
24.
Can you stop this?
It's funny because it's fun.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Wait,
that roll out of the way.
Natural 1 means I reroll as a halfling.
Okay.
It's true.
So I get another roll.
Roll a 2.
Not
quite, but almost.
Okay. Edward's
that was
24
a 3.
beats your 8.
That was a 3 before bonuses.
Imagine, Edward was like, all right, Peter, I have to set you down for a moment so I can open the cage, okay? And he, sets you down, and you immediately try to take off, and he just, snags the back of your collar and pulls you back. Stop it. Stop
I believe that takes my action to try to get out, so that's all I can do for this turn.
Okay, this, what has been revealed to be a wretched hag, actually going to fire off a magic missile at Desperado. Do so at level 2.
No. The acid arrow is actually better, you see.
Yeah, I remember we talked about this.
So I'll just roll once for the damage. I believe that's how we've been doing magic missile for a long time. So these will be 4 of these. 4 3s. Okay, so 12. And then plus 4, so
17. 16.
16 damages, one after another. These missiles of force just slam into you. Okay.
Not quite bloodied yet.
Not as nice as eating, but still fun, says the hag, relishing in this. A lot of relishing going on. Next is Desperado.
Happen to be any relish on this table?
So I meant last round I mentioned I moved over to where my friend Durian is, kind of trying to guard him. So I'm gonna draw one of my short swords in my left hand and dance around this dryad, and I'm going to put a smite into this. That's kind of how we've been saying it, right? I have to announce it before I do it.
Or the ones that do special stuff. There's divine smite.
Yeah, so I'm gonna attack the dryad with my short sword, but if I hit, I'm gonna put a smite into it. That make sense? Cool.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I don't know. I didn't mean to roll with advantage. Sorry.
No
But that's a 27 to hit.
Will hit. No, smite, I believe you can add as you wish, but for inspirations, for rolling with inspiration.
Oh, okay.
We're calling
Stuff like
inspiration
thunderous smite
beforehand.
and like blinding smite and all that stuff takes a bonus action to cast.
That's going to be 22 damage, 7 piercing, and then 15 radiant damage.
And my apologies, you're attacking
the Dryad. She was in front. She was the one that was with her shillelagh.
Very good, thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, and with just a single swing of your short sword, you strike the Dryad down, and she falls unconscious, and the magic that has taken over the mind of Edward is also gone as she is brought down. Edward, you find yourself, clinging to Peter. Perhaps you have him in a headlock or whatnot, holding him as you open this cage, and your sensibilities come back to you.
Let me go, you filthy mutt.
Peter and I are still fighting with each other, and I've got him by the forehead, pushed into the cage, and I'm about to close it. And I'm like, And Peter, what are you doing in that cage? Get out of there! What is going on?
And then because I drew my short sword specifically for this purpose, with my bonus action, I'm gonna with my stubby hand, I'm gonna try and basically club Durian with my bonus action. Instead of attacking, yeah.
Drop a shoulder or drop an elbow on him.
Yeah, or just the stub of my hand, just like that.
Oh, yeah. Right. Okay. Yes. Okay.
It'd basically be like a big forearm hit. Yeah.
Yeah. Club him with the forearm. Okay. Yeah. That will effectively wake up Durian from his magical slumber.
What happened?
Then there were two.
Will that be all from Desperado?
Edward. We are on the same side here, my friend. I implore you. These friends of yours are not your friends.
No, of course they're not. They're not friends. They're Fae. They're doing exactly what Fae do. I'm back. I'm coming.
And that'll be all for me, Ben. I'm gonna stay kind of blocking Durian. He'll still barely on the ground, basically. So.
Okay. The satyr calls out to Peter. Why have you and your friends ruined our dinner? You must leave at once, he says to you. And so I would like to do this as a persuasion check against your insight. And the satyr does have advantage on persuasion here in this situation. Oh, okay.
Oh. Yes.
Close.
Yes. What are we doing here? We should leave at once.
You were meant to be our guests, and you have made this.
Of this night has been spoiled. Maybe another.
You have utterly ruined the mood.
Ben. Oh, sorry. I'll wait till my turn again. Sorry, when the hag goes. I thought of something. Never mind. Sorry.
Okay. And that will be the satyr's action. Losha has been knocked unconscious. I'll make a death saving throw for her. A 17. Okay.
I was just gonna say the hag hit me with a magic missile, but she can only she's frightened, right? She can only run away.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't catch it in the moment. I wasn't thinking.
No, that's okay. I need to make better notes here.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I undo that 16 damage though?
Yeah, absolutely. She, in that sense, then would try to flee into one of the side chambers of this larger cavern. Fleeing from you to where all the creatures are caged. And so when she disappears out of view, I'm sorry, does that break the spell?
That's what I was just gonna check.
Okay.
Usually it does, right?
Turn for 1 minute or until it takes damage. Must spend its turn. Action must dash. If there's nowhere to move, it must dodge. It doesn't say anything about out of line of sight. So it's for a minute or until she takes damage. And if she doesn't have anywhere to run, she just like sits there just dodging.
Isn't it depending on if you can see the creature though?
No, it is not. Well, initially, yes, because they have to see and hear you. But after they fail, must spend its turns trying to move away as far as it can, using actions to dash. Can't move within 30 feet of you. Can't take reactions. Must use dash as an action to try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature must use the dodge action. It doesn't specify that they have to be within line of sight or the spell breaks.
Wow. Okay. That's
Unlike
cool.
other,
it's very effective too,
spells.
because it even, if it wanted to do something against something else, it with its action it can only use the dash action or try to escape from something.
It also must leave all its loot behind. It's written.
Of course.
It also says we win, I think.
Well, that's in the subtext.
The Dryad has been stricken down.
Screw that up, Ben.
No, thank you. That's my fault. And the green hag has charged into this room where Edward and Peter were having their exchange. So Edward, you come around and you see this hideous creature. Your thoughts are your own now. It is your turn.
Quick question. You said that there were some other cages in here that had other like humanoids locked in them.
Yes.
What sort of condition do they look? And do they look like they've been down there for like a long time, or are they they look healthy? Do they look sickly?
Sure. This appears to be the food stores for the hag, and so these people are waiting to be prepared for dinner. Some of them do appear to have been down here for a long time. I mean, you imagine how long it would take to consume an entire person, even if you were a ravenous hag. So many of them seem very dehydrated, in tattered clothing.
Gotcha.
Yes, ill-suited for battle, no doubt.
Okay. All right. Well, I would say since he's got his wits about him again, that Edward would look up and see the hag rush into the place, and as soon as she steps in, he would just smile a little bit and he'd be like, "Monster," and shift into his werewolf form. So that would be his action, and then for his bonus action, we'll go ahead and he'll take the claws across his chest, activate his frozen rights, and take 4 damage for doing so. So it's better be a good one.
Okay.
And and then he'll just use whatever movement he has to start rushing towards the hag. That's action and bonus action to shift and activate my rights. So
okay. And as you rush towards her, you come face to face with the hag directly adjacent to her.
Mm-hmm.
After Edward is Durian.
Oh, what happened? I'm gonna get up. Use half my movement. I see that there's a dryad that is dying at my feet, and there is a satyr who has a little flute up, which is the last thing I remember before I went to sleep. And that elf lady's not here anymore.
The satyr's eyebrows kind of raised nervously over its panpipes, realizing its magic is no longer taking effect.
About how far away is this satyr?
10, 15 feet.
I'm just gonna move all the way up, and I'm just gonna... I'm getting pretty upset at you type. This is the second time I've met a satyr, and the first time they made me dance into some fire, and that sucked, and we filled his pipe with a bunch of poop and dirt. I'm just gonna kill you. I'm gonna rage and just just recklessly swing into him with my sword.
Okay.
Because I am upset. I'm upset, and I'm done. I'm done with the satyr business. I don't like this anymore. Where is the sword?
He's mad as hell, and he ain't gonna take it anymore.
I ain't gonna take it. No, I ain't gonna take it.
Oh, look at that.
222s.
That'll hit.
Oh,
Max
God damn. 14 damage.
Nice.
The satyr lowers its head to block your strike with its gnarly horns, but it still takes a very terrible blow. It seems to be reeling and split open, and effectively bloodied by this attack.
And
come back to again.
If he wants to retaliate, he's gonna have to either go against me or make it worse off for anyone else. Attack will rise. I don't know. He's got magic, so who knows? But yeah, that'll be my turn. I'm just gonna sit there with the sword held high, ready to just cut this man up if he steps to me again.
Okay, after Durian is Peter. You've been released by Edward, and you've seen Edward, make his transformation and rush towards this hag.
Does Peter get a save since I've hit the satyr?
No.
Oh, I see. Fine then.
It's my turn. What are you doing, you lot? We're leaving here. You have ruined this night far enough. Let's go. And I'll start making my way away from there.
Okay. And I'm sorry. You can make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Durian, I didn't give you that opportunity. I should have. Gain inspiration. My apologies.
Oh, thank you.
For being mad at a satyr?
Being mad, man.
We all have things we're bad at, right? Come on.
I noticed when we made these wisdom saves against the satyr, none of us had any real good modifiers.
Really pissed off the dice gods, man.
Say it again, Chris.
I said Joel really pissed off the dice gods today. I don't know what he did.
You know what? I'll take him. I probably deserve it anyways. It's okay.
Did you put your computer out in the moonlight to bless the virtual dice?
You know what's funny? I got gifted some dice today and I didn't roll them, so that's probably why.
They feel cheated.
Yeah, you have to roll new dice to see if they're lucky.
Joe, I've learned the equivalent of dice jail in Roll20 is change the color. I've done that before. Change the color of the die.
Yeah, it works.
New dice. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's gonna work, but it's, yeah.
I like this color. I'm sticking with it.
Oh yeah, no judgment.
It's my favorite color. I'll take the punishment.
Edward,
I
as
like
you
the black ones that Chris had last week.
Come face to face with the hag, lightning springs from its hands, and it tries to deliver a shocking grasp. This will be
From the hag?
Yes.
She hasn't taken damage.
Oh gosh. Sorry guys.
So she's just gonna dodge.
She's so afraid of Desperado. She rushes to behind one of the cages and cowers there in fear.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
If you like.
21.
That will hit.
Right. So that will be not bad. 8 points of slashing damage and 4 points of cold damage.
The hag shakes its head as you strike her, seeming to shake off the fear effects of Desperado.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
I know
next-
it wasn't a strategically good move, but it's, I'm a werewolf.
I think that's what would
Good.
have happened. Yeah. Next is Desperado.
I'm gonna go toe to toe or shoulder to shoulder with my friend Durian and attack the satyr with him. I'll step up and attack with my short sword. I'll turn the smite off. Not very often we actually get to dance side to side like this, Durian. It's kind of nice, my friend. Sorry, that's just that's 16 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, that's not, sorry, 14. I don't know why there's a bless on there as well. Just 14 to hit.
Okay, 14 will also hit.
Okay, sorry, I just won't, I'm not.
That's okay.
That's eight piercing damage.
You guys are trying to hone in on this AC, it seems.
No, not at all. No, I just don't want to.
12, 11. It's a 10.
Very
good. Yeah, and then I'm gonna stay there with Durian, dancing with him.
Okay. The satyr lowers its head and tries to ram into you, Desperado.
He has disadvantage.
A 17.
He does. 17 still hits.
Okay.
He has resistance to this damage.
Oh, do I really?
Yes.
So you'll take then 4 bludgeoning damage.
Nice. Your spirits. Spirits guide you as my lady guides me, I see. I know. I did not know.
It's a spectral orc. It's Athena just pulling back on his horns.
After the satyr, it is Edward's turn.
Edward is charging after the hag that just ran away from him.
Okay.
He got that 1 slash on her, and he's going to continue chasing down after her, and he's going to lunge up and try to like sink his claws into her large misshapen back.
Okay.
For a 21 to hit. Or, even better that time. 4 cold damage and 9 slashing damage.
As you strike the hag, you instead of striking her, you strike some imperceivable barrier as she quickly says words of magic and casts shield.
Okay, cool.
Dirty lady.
Okay, is that all from Edward?
Nope, he's got a bonus action to attack too.
Okay.
So he's gonna take another swing, see if he can get through that shield. Oof. Nope.
Could have been a halfling.
A
werewolf halfling.
Your massive claw just smashes into one of the crates, breaking a little bit of apart. After Edward is Durian.
Yeah, sorry, man. I'm just gonna end you, and I'm just gonna recklessly just try to chop this guy's head off. I don't like it, not one bit. It's a 22.
Will hit.
For 12 damage.
Yes, and indeed, as you slash it with the sword of sharpness, you lob the satyr's head clean off.
I basically grab one of his horns that gouge into Desperado, and I cut the head off with the other one. I just kind of like toss it onto the table somewhere. I say, "You're next, lady," and I'm going to move my full movement towards the ruckus that's happening in the kitchen.
Okay.
30 feet. And do I get like in the doorway? Do I see what's going on?
Absolutely.
About how far away is the fight going on?
This cavern is about 40 feet deep, so maybe 30 feet away from the doorway. You've probably moved 20 feet to get there.
I'm going to use my adrenaline rush as a bonus action, and I'm going to dash as a bonus action my movement, and just kind of join up with my werewolf friend as I feel the rush of killing a satyr that charmed me, and I'm going to just like a dead sprint towards this hag, and I'm just going to slide right into this position, slot right next to Edward and this hag, and I will say, "Hello," and I will end my turn.
I'm late with this, but I imagine when you throw the satyr's head, it just lands in front of like a cornucopia on the table. Just
yeah, it's a Feywild. It just spawns there.
Leaves. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Almost beautiful.
It just fades in from the background.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah,
it wasn't there before.
It wasn't there. After Durian is Peter.
So I'm no longer under the effects of the charm effect.
Oh, that's right. Absolutely. Yeah.
That guy's dead.
And I have eyes on the hag, right?
Right.
Here's my question: is if I were to say shoot a 15-foot cone of fire, is there a way that I could position myself that I wouldn't hit either one of my companions?
In these close quarters, with both Durian and Edward pressing the hag, as well as the, cages full of innocent bystanders, there would be a lot of collateral damage.
If that's the case, I'm gonna go with something a little different then. This is actually a spell I haven't used before. It's a little spell I like to call Dissonant Whispers. As I fill her mind with psychic screams of every victim that she's had her hands on.
Oh, she makes a 4 for her save.
She's going to be taking some psychic damage. Those screams of her victims ringing in her mind.
Not just that, though.
Ooh.
So that's going to be 12 psychic, and she is going to be forced to use her reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Okay, she has already used her reaction this round.
However, she will still take that psychic damage.
Okay, very good.
That was a good setup, though.
Yeah.
Well done, man.
Next time. That'll be the end of my turn.
And as the hag begins to clutch at her head, trying to silence the dissonant whispers, she disappears suddenly. There's mist where she was, and then mist appears at the exit of this chamber, leading back to the main dinner chamber.
If it helps, Ben, I did do a reckless attack, so if she was going to use attack-based actions, she would probably have advantage on hitting me. I don't know if it does the same for but attack rolls against me have advantage until next turn. If that changes your decision making at all.
So you did use.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that Satyr was dead, so I recklessly attacked. So if she were to roll an attack roll against me, it would be at advantage.
Okay, she does shoot a firebolt at you from across the room. So the better of this roll, +4. 7. Okay. Wow, okay.
It's the wall. Huh?
She's standing between the two chambers and the threshold of, where she keeps her dinner, and then, the main feasting hall. Desperado, I believe, is still out in the main feasting hall, and the rest of you three are in the room with all of the cages. Next is Desperado.
Well, I can't see her pop up then?
Yes, absolutely.
I will. I've got 35 feet of movement. Can I close that gap with her on her?
Yes, she is only 15, 20 feet away.
All right, and I'll charge in. My friend, she's here. She's here, and I'll swipe at her with or try to skewer her with my short sword.
Okay.
Oh, it keeps rolling. Sorry, I have advantage turned on.
That's okay.
23 to hit though. That's my.
23 will hit.
On 5 piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of get up there with my hand, and I have my head up, like almost like I'm gonna punch her with it, but I'm not gonna.
Okay, after Desperado, is Edward.
I mean, Edward is still. Well, no, she, like Missy stepped out, right? The hag.
Yeah, you can still see her basically at the exit of the chamber that you're in.
Okay,
You may have heard me yelling that she was out here.
Yeah, I'm gonna chase her down. Do I have enough movement to get back to her?
Yes.
Okay. Same thing. Then I'm gonna run up to her and I'm gonna lunge at her with my claws. Claws drawn. Going in for the attack. 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Right. Gonna be oof. 3 cold and 10 slashing damage. And then bonus action, I get my extra unarmed strike. I'm gonna try to just come in with a bite, catch her in the neck.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 19 to hit.
As you go to bite her, instead you taste just a very bland, impenetrable field as she casts shield once again.
Okay.
Dirty rat.
This makes Edwards in werewolf form very angry. So he does not like that. So he's just gonna just look at her and his eyes are just gonna go red and he's just gonna start snarling at her and drooling.
Hag meat's not on the menu.
Yes, it is.
After Edward is Durian.
I'm gonna eat you, lady. I'm gonna move 30 feet next to my werewolf friend, and I'm going to try and cut a slice of that hag meat off for myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to just like Terminator sprint next to the left of werewolf Edward, and I'm going to try just cut like a slice of meat off with the sword. And I'm going to make a reckless one-hand attack against her. Come on, lady. I look, you got to go. I'm sorry. Hoping I can get high enough to avoid the shield. A 21?
Will miss. Your longsword strikes the impenetrable barrier.
This didn't work. Desperado, kill him. Kill her. Peter, do something. I don't know. And I'm just gonna end my turn.
Okay, and although you don't strike her, you do recognize the hag is badly injured and effectively bloodied. After Durian is Peter.
I think it worked so well last time, but I'm gonna use the same thing all over again. So I'm gonna gather psychic energies and whisper into her mind. At this time, ooh.
You see that? It was on 19, Ben. It was like sitting on 19, then just went.
A 5.
This time it's a mocking tone in her voice, just whispering, "Your mother was never proud of you. Your artwork never made it on the fridge." And she's gonna take some damage. That's 13 psychic damage.
Nice.
Okay, very good.
And a small tear forms under her eye.
Yeah, finding herself surrounded again, she misty steps away and appears deeper within the dining hall, and she's going to throw a firebolt at Desperado.
Still would have advantage against me. I did reckless again, but it's up to you.
I think Desperado is mainly the clear target because he's within the room. I almost feel like it would be hard to target you through the threshold from where she's positioned. But I appreciate that.
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark.
Okay.
You got.
So we are changing our critical hit rules, and so we're dealing.
It's max damage +1.
Max +1. Okay, thank you. Yes. Okay. So you will take 21 damage.
Right on.
Fire damage. Yes.
High and low lows.
32 minus 21 is 11. No. Yeah.
So Desperado is bloodied by this.
Yeah, a little bit.
You are next, and so as the firebolt strikes you in the back, you hear the hag cackling in the dining hall behind you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna charge in at her anyways. I run right up to her and try and skewer with my short sword.
Okay.
21 to hit.
And once again, an imperceptible barrier intercedes.
Oh.
She casts shield again.
Right. Do I have a bonus action? I don't think I really do. At the moment. All right, that'll be all for me. I'm right in front of her face.
Okay.
I'm hurting.
After Desperado is Edward.
Edward, fetch, get him, get her.
Fetch, love it.
Edward's gonna keep doing the same thing he's been doing this whole time and just keep chasing her down from one side of the room to the other.
Sure.
Can he get over to her again?
Yes.
All right, lunge. 18.
Unfortunately, the strike hits the magical shield.
Bonus action. Swipe.
Same
Close,
thing.
Closer.
Like Ben, is the Feywild manifesting the Benny Hills theme as we're chasing after this hag?
Yeah, and the satyrs' panpipes are playing it, just floating in the air.
This place is weird.
It sounds like if Enya recorded the Benny Hill theme.
It's like a legally distinct version of it.
Yeah. After Edward is Durian.
I'll give it a go. I'm gonna run over and this is like I was reckless before because I wanted to end the fight, but now I'm reckless before just because I want to hit. So it's less of like a strategic like extra strong swing that's leaving me extended and vulnerable. It's me just trying to do it really quick before she can do anything. Like, get here, come on, I'm gonna get you. Oh, with the sword of sharpness. Okay,
Nice.
some magical things happen.
Cool.
Okay, when you attack a creature with this weapon and roll 20 on the attack roll, the target takes an extra 4d6 slashing damage. Then you roll another d20. You roll a d20, you lop off one of the target's limbs. So we're just gonna do that now.
Oh,
close. Okay, an 18.
Close.
In addition, that's just the light. Okay, so the sword of sharpness, I'm doing it one-handed, is a d8 of damage, and it's another 4d6. So everything's maxed out plus 1, so that is 24 plus 8, which is 32, so 33. Plus another 2 rage damage on top, so 35.
And your strike fells the hag. And actually, you do indeed sever one of the limbs of the hag.
Now, since it was like not like the usual I'm overextended reckless swipe, it was like a quick one. I was fully not expecting it to like hit. Did not think he would kill it with the swing. So when he goes really quick, she just like falls over dead. She's like, oh, wow, I didn't think that would happen.
And her arm just flops on the ground for a second, trying to grab at your ankle, and then falls still. And
let's kick it away.
She is slain. All of the enemies at hand have been defeated.
Wow, that was. Oh, this is a good sword.
Edward's got blood all in his fur and like around his mouth and his claws and everything. And he's standing next to Durian after being just sprinting back and forth between this room for the last minute.
Hey, you got the zoomies.
And he's just sitting there like,
you did very good. You did very good, Edward. I'd just say, but that'd be weird.
Thank you.
Can I just say that was the perfect finish?
Yeah, man.
That was amazing.
Yeah, well done, my friend. That was great.
All right, anyone dying? Oh, I go over to the Dryad and I say, do we want to keep the Dryad alive?
Absolutely
her
not.
body. Is she still alive?
We might want some answers on how to get out of here.
There's some,
or they get a chance to do their tricks again, my friends. Oh.
Ooh. 2 failures.
There's some people in the kitchen.
She is unconscious but alive. And Edward, you mentioned the people in the kitchen as well?
Yes. There's some people in the kitchen in cages that probably should be let out.
I will go into the kitchen.
I think are there locks on those cages?
Yes.
I mean,
I'm gonna start getting to work on that.
I'm gonna loot the.
Maybe
the
the hag had some keys or something, my friends. It's quite possible.
I'm gonna loot the bodies, but I'm gonna use like a rag or something so I don't directly touch anything on this probably very cursed person's body.
Peter, you begin unlocking using your skill. Desperado, you see a key ring hanging on the wall in the storage area.
Okay. Who are in what are in the cage? The other cages.
First, I'll resolve Durian. You
sure.
You don't find any powerful magic items on the hag. She seems to be using, innate magical abilities. However, beyond the storage area, you do find a place that seems to be, made into a bedroom. There's various trinkets, most of them grotesque, horrid, but you do also find armor on the bed. And this armor, excuse me, I'll just read how they have it presented here. Is a custom form of plate. It's made to be much thinner than normal plate so that it can be easily worn, even by those with low strength, albeit at the cost of some protection. It provides an AC of 16, but only requires a strength score of 12 to wear without penalties. They say it is still considered heavy armor for the purpose of proficiency, which I find interesting because if you were proficient in heavy armor, would you not probably have a high strength score?
Yeah.
Right.
And if you were proficient with heavy armor and didn't have a good strength score, why would you be proficient in heavy armor?
Well, hang on a sec, guys. Disrespectful here, because I am proficient in heavy armor, I think.
Oh.
Wait, no, I'm not.
But to say I have this magical plate armor in my backpack this entire time.
But also, if you're playing a dex-based fighter, maybe you're not wearing heavy armor currently, or you're proficient in it, but you wouldn't have a high strength score necessarily. If I was playing an arcane archer, I'm not gonna have high strength.
I'm going to eliminate that aspect of the magic item, although that is a fair point. I would say, it's considered, maybe we'll consider it medium item, medium armor for the purpose of proficiency.
Aren't paladins proficient in heavy armor?
Sure.
And we've got it, and our paladin has a 10 strength.
Sure does.
Oh, true. Yeah.
So,
if it's a medium, and you can use it, Edward, and it's better than what you're wearing, that's okay too.
Well, Okay, just to take it from a metagame perspective, I have the same AC with the armor I have in my decks that I would get with that. There's no,
but that
there's
one's
no
magic
perk to it.
What is magic?
It doesn't state that it's magic, just that it's a custom form of plate.
It's just like tailored plate mail.
Yeah, because I'm in the same boat, Chris. My Dex plus leather armor, it puts me at the same thing as well.
And my dex plus my con is also 16.
Listen, let's not talk about armor class, okay? Some of us are not blessed.
So it might
Let's
be
take it
worth
with us. We
keeping
can
to
all
sell.
use it. So.
Or what have you. Additionally, you
Yeah.
find 300 silver pieces within crates interspersed with various trinkets. There are a number of trinkets here that you might be able to sell to a collector. And just roll for me a D10, please, Bodhi.
Roll a d10. How many days, how many points of exhaustion I get?
Hey, look at that.
I'm dead.
No, you find 8 trinkets that can be sold each for 50 silver pieces.
I'm gonna split the silver for now, so that's 75 pieces each.
Okay.
Oh, okay. 8 trinkets worth 50.
50 silver
That works
pieces
for me,
each,
Joel.
yes.
And we're taking how much per?
75 each in actual silver.
An actual silver, I see.
And that's 2 trinkets each.
And you can redeem those for silver when you reach a town easily enough.
And you said they're worth how much?
50 silver pieces each.
So that's
should be 100 each, effectively.
50 each piece, right?
Right,
Yeah.
and each of you will have 2 trinkets.
So that's 175 total.
2 trinkets is like a gold.
Okay, and so you have found everything of value within this layer, and now turning to Desperado, as you're releasing the people within these crates. One person actually you recognize. They have the kind of harsh, rugged features of a half-orc. This person does.
Oh.
And again, you find Kevin, Commander Hawkins.
For the second time.
Oh.
When you release him, there are a handful of other people, but Kevin says, What trickery is this, Durian? Desperado, it can't be.
Hold up. Now hold on just right there. You stand where you're at. All right. I'm going to. I'm going to take the sword, and I'm going to keep it sheathed, and I'm gonna hold the sheath closed with like one hand. I'll put his hand on it. I say,
Okay.
all right. So I want you to.
Wait, do I recognize him as well? Because I believe I freed his doppelganger.
Yeah, you were there for that.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. You recognize the person that would
As
be Kevin,
soon
yeah.
as soon as I see him, I'm already casting Detect Thoughts. I've been had once before freeing him, not twice.
Yeah.
He seems excited, grateful, pleased, and very hungry.
I'm gonna go deeper. Would you make a wisdom save, please?
He's good.
19.
That's a success. Yeah, that's a
Okay.
success. Tricky, wily thing.
Is it?
Doreen, you had something you wanted to try to do?
I'm basically keeping the sheath closed on the sword so you can't use it if he's not, who
Okay.
he says he is. And I'm gonna take one of his hands and put it on, the handle of the sword and say, now, if you're you should know a funny little word you could say that would, do something to this sword. So, if you know what that funny little word is, and you make it do the thing, then I'm gonna believe that it's you, because we've found. I'm not gonna say what happened until I confirm it's you.
I'm sorry. Can you put the funny little
It's-
word in the chat?
It's Helder, I think. I believe. I'm scrolling back through my notes. Back
Kevin,
to back to.
that can be the word now.
I think that
Kevin
was
Hawkins
it, yeah.
says Helder, and light emits from the sheath of the sword.
It is you. Okay, all right.
Yes.
Man, you are a sight for sore eyes. That means we can finally get out of this place.
I thought I was done for.
It was Helder. That was the command word.
Very good.
Continuity saved.
Thank you.
Aha.
So,
have you come for me then?
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think like 2-3 people have died to try and find you, amongst any others we don't know about. So you got to make it count.
Of course, I owe you a great debt. I thank you. It seems like just days ago. No.
Time is a weird thing in this realm.
Yes, perhaps earlier today even, or yesterday, I fled the Queen's party, Queen Lady Jude, and her feast. They gave me a head start like it was a game. I ran down the Trail of Dead, down into a canyon. There were giant lizards and lizard people, and then I found a waterfall in this place. I had dinner with a beautiful elf, but I must have drank too much and I woke up here. In this cage.
But the elf is actually an egg who imprisoned you. Nonetheless, it's good to see you, Commander.
Likewise, Desperado. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, how do we get out of this forsaken joint?
I'm gonna yell at everyone else. Say, I know you're all probably very hungry, but we brought some stew, but we poisoned it with a bunch of like, what I'm pretty sure is drugs and some actual poison mushrooms. I wouldn't eat that.
I think we saw some of the one we made last night that the door did not like.
Yeah,
you could have that.
If you can eat the purple mushrooms, don't eat the blue ones. You'll die.
And there are 8 people here. They're most grateful for any food that you can spare. And there's a general conversation among them. Yes, let's get out of here. Let's go. Let's go home.
Okay, well, we kind of went through this little like mist wall, and then we couldn't leave afterwards. And this little hag lady, I think she put that in place, but we killed her, so it might be gone.
Yeah. Durian, you're right. I think that maybe the ruse will have fallen.
Is there any
make our way back?
Is there anything past this little like dining room and the storage in the kitchen? Is there like a passage that goes deeper, or is this like the end?
There doesn't seem to be any other way to go in this chamber.
So, I mean, there's only one other way out of here. Unless there's a secret hidden door, I think we just gotta, backtrack.
So the group of you return to the entrance of the cave. And why don't we take a break there, and we'll return in about 12 minutes and see what unfolds.
Nice work, you guys.
Good.
Hey guys, we had to wrap up a little bit early. Chris lost his internet connection and was unable to rejoin us. So we're going to pick up where we left off next week. Thanks for hanging out.